Nearly 20 years after one of Hollywood's most unforgettable celebrity breakups, fate unexpectedly brought Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson together again on the same flight to Hawaii. What could have been an uncomfortable disaster turned into a surprisingly calm and emotional reunion that fans are still talking about. For anyone who grew up in the early 2000s, Nick and Jessica were the celebrity couple everyone watched. Their reality show, Newlyweds Nick and Jessica, made them household names. Fans loved their chemistry, their funny arguments, and of course Jessica's iconic chicken of the sea moment that became one of the most memorable scenes in reality TV history. At the time, they looked like the perfect couple, deeply in love and building a future together.
But behind the cameras, things were not as perfect as they seemed. After years together, the couple shocked fans by separating in 2005 before finalizing their divorce in 2006. Since then, both moved on with their lives, building new families and new careers. In fact, according to Nick, they had not seen each other in nearly 20 years. That's what made this recent encounter so shocking. During an appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, Nick confirmed rumors that he and Jessica unexpectedly ended up on the same 6.5-hour flight to Hawaii. When host Andy Cohen asked if the story was true, Nick simply replied, "It is true."
Fans immediately wanted details. Was it awkward? Did they talk? Was there still tension after all these years? Surprisingly, Nick described the entire situation as strangely okay. He explained that while they were in the same area during the flight, they mostly kept their distance. Still, after 2 decades without seeing one another, simply sharing the same space again must have brought back countless memories. Nick admitted the experience reminded him how much life had changed for both of them. He said everyone was very cordial and very respectful, making it clear there was no drama between them. In fact, the reunion sounded far more mature and peaceful than many fans expected. What made the story even more surprising was the fact that neither of them was traveling alone. Nick was on the flight with his wife, Vanessa Lachey, and their children. Jessica was traveling with her mother, which meant Nick also reunited with his former mother-in-law after all these years. The singer even joked about the situation during the interview, adding humor to what could have been an emotional moment. Nick has now been married to Vanessa since 2011, and together they share 3 children. Over the years, they've built a strong family life and often appear together publicly. Jessica also moved forward after the divorce, marrying former NFL player Eric Johnson in 2014. They also share 3 children together. Interestingly, Jessica once spoke positively about Nick while reflecting on their past relationship. She said she was happy he found a beautiful life and family after their breakup. She explained that both of them took heartbreak and turned it into something meaningful.
That's what makes this reunion so fascinating to fans. Instead of bitterness or unresolved anger, there seems to be mutual respect between 2 people who once meant everything to each other. In Hollywood, celebrity breakups often become messy and dramatic, but this story feels completely different. For longtime fans, the unexpected reunion also brought back memories of the early 2000s era, when Nick and Jessica dominated pop culture. Their love story played out in front of millions of viewers, making fans emotionally invested in their relationship. Even now, decades later, people still remember the couple and the impact they had on reality television.
In the end, the 6.5-hour flight wasn't about rekindling romance or creating drama. It was simply a reminder of how much time has passed and how life moves forward. 2 former soulmates who once thought they would spend forever together unexpectedly crossed paths again, only to realize they had both grown into completely different people. And maybe that's why this story feels so emotional. Sometimes closure doesn't happen through dramatic conversations or emotional goodbyes. Sometimes it happens quietly, thousands of feet in the air, when 2 people realize they survived the heartbreak and successfully built new lives beyond it.